Hey, it's your girl KV back with another review for Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 16, Episode 12, The Frack is Back. Okay, y'all, this episode, it just didn't feel like it was given like that, right? It really had 1.5 scenes, Britt's party and Phaedra coming back. Everything else just kind of felt like, okay. I actually fell asleep on the episode twice. I fell asleep on the episode twice, y'all. So needless to say, it was a struggle. Kelly and Shamea meet up. They plan on a trip to go to Grenada, and they're gonna donate to the relief efforts. We see a little scene where Kelly is talking about her divorce is almost final, and now she owe her lawyer $158K. I said, dang, your husband ain't gotta pay that? Don't your husband need to pay that because he stole money? It's like, again, we can sit here for a second, just a hot second. Kelly, you look crazy when you spend an insane amount of money on things that's just 17 designer bags for your daughter. The dang dog's upkeep with lashes and jewels, and it's like we see you spending all this money, and then we hear you saying, dang, but I owe this money. Dang, but I still ain't got this restaurant together because stuff expensive. And then you being sued because you ain't open your restaurant. It's giving you trying to keep up with whomever, because this is stuff going on before the show even. You trying to keep up with whoever or do whatever and trying to show out for the show maybe, and it's just like, girl, it's not a good look. But we see Portia going to look at a house. Okay, we know Simon sent the network, a gag order. Don't say my name. She can't say my name. Don't film my house. Don't film my car. So Portia like, let's just go look at houses. Sure, girl. We see Shamea doing press for her song Never Had. She's at the radio station. She's excited because it's her first time being there as an artist. And they mentioned, being messy, of course. They mentioned, well, yeah, it's somebody else on your cast releasing music too, huh? And she takes this opportunity to be petty, but a fan, nonetheless. Because she's like, I got 5 different... She starts singing Drew's song, but dissing her, like, saying that she got 5 different languages. Drew does not speak 5 languages, You're really taking your moments to talk about your single and your singing journey and career and where you want to go and where you've been. You're taking that moment to be petty about Drew. I get doing stuff on Real Housewives of Atlanta to be petty. That's what you're there for, essentially. But to be on the radio promoting your single and you're taking that moment outside of Real Housewives. Yeah, the cameras might be there, but this ain't a Housewives event. You feel me? So you're taking that moment to diss Drew about she don't speak 5 different languages, but you know the song. I said, ooh, girl, it's embarrassing. Are you not embarrassed? Petty. Plain Jane spaghetti. Shamea is showing why people call you the lapdog and people just say you're the sidekick, because you have all of the ingredients to be that girl, to be Regina George. But it's really giving Gretchen. It's giving Gretchen. It's giving sidekick. You thirsty. You can't quite stand. You would just fade into the background if it wasn't for Regina George. You got all of the things that Regina has and then some. But you're just Gretchen Weiners. And not for you, Gretchen Weiners. Bye. Just petty. We see Angela. She still ain't sold them houses, y'all. She got Charles over at the house, and it's still repairs that need to be made. And she's talking about how she had to dip the price 3 different times to the point now where she's basically selling the house for what she purchased it for, which is gonna be a loss. And I'm like, girl, why in this time did you go buy 5 houses? Like, I could understand a few years ago before COVID, but in this post-COVID era, why would you go load yourself on that many houses knowing what the market is like? People ain't got the bands like that to just be buying ridiculous houses. This ain't the 2010s, okay? So Britt in this low budget event, y'all. She's having an event for her shapewear line, bare and naked. I said, okay, granted, Portia don't own the word naked, but it's just go naked, bare and naked. And Britt, it's giving you just came up with this name. It's not giving this was something that's been in the works. Even though that's what you say. She said when she had launched her insurance agency, she was supposed to start this business, but, you know, chose the more sturdier of the businesses, I suppose, right? So the event, they're dressed up. We're dressed up for the Derby at the country club for shapewear. For shapewear. Cheers. Cheers, y'all. Y'all, my little drink's so tasty, so I got a juicer. We've been juicing. Love it. I just be buying every fruit. I'm like, this could be a juice, this could be a juice, this could be a juice. Told y'all my stepdad had got me a watermelon. Got us a big old watermelon. So we had it in the fridge to eat, and what we didn't eat this past week, I just went on a juice. It made some watermelon juice and made some watermelon lemonade with some mint because I had some mint in there. So I did make a little mint syrup with some mint. And then, of course, I added my Prosecco to it. That's what we had with that. So, cheers, y'all. We at the Derby Shapewear Country Club party. We got on Balenciaga and Prada and Gucci, and we finna go walk through these people golf lawn and golf. I said, Brittany, what is this? They like, we finna golf in our good clothes. Yeah, I just want you guys to like meet me. This is like coming out party, and I feel like the ladies, nobody comes to visit me. You can't go in and hug me. So I just need to throw a party to just like make you guys like me. Marsha. And so they're like, okay. So they golfing and they heels going all in the lawn. I'm sure they heels probably got a little dusty, got a little dirty. I would have sent her to clean the bill for whatever if my shoes was cloth and needed to be clean. Because girl, what is we doing? What is we doing? So let me back it up. When Kelly and Portia, the newfound besties, get there, I said Kelly and Portia, I mean Kelly and Shamea, get there, they get there on time. Britt's event is not on time. When she see on the cameras, it's 5 minutes past the time and ain't nothing set up. The step and repeat ain't set up. The bar is bare. We don't see no branding. It's just, it look like y'all just walked in and set y'all stuff down. I said, Britt, what is happening? Production, is that y'all? Did y'all tell the staff to drag your feet? Make it look bad. Make it look bad. Make sure y'all point stuff out. Okay? Is this production or is this really just the free help she probably got in some cousins type deal? Like, what is happening? So, when they get there, she's like, do you guys like my event? She said, well, they're a little late setting up. Yeah, we'll just go golf. We'll golf while they set up. So they go golf, y'all. Looking goofy, feeling goofy, trying to drive these cars, and just all types of crazy. As the rest get there, that's when they get sitting down. Portia's funny. Portia can be funny, y'all. So the rest of the ladies get there and they start sitting down for dinner. Britt is freaking out because she invited these influencers and stuff, but just to be extras. They don't get no food. They don't get no swag. So since the planner was late, they messed some stuff up and they didn't pay attention to her specific instructions to only put menus on this table to the far right. She put chairs and menus down for the amount of people that's gonna be there. So the influencers is sitting there looking at menus, and the staff has to come and take the menu from them and says, oh, I'm sorry, you won't be eating. You won't be eating on her dime, but here's our menu if you want to. You feel me? Like all types of goofy. So she's back there, she's embarrassed, but she's like, I just don't want to be the one to go like take the menu. Oh no, we'll do it. We got it. So it's just so tasteless, so crass. Like, why would she think that this is okay to throw an event like this and not be shamed? Like, the cameras wouldn't have heard me saying that, even if that was the case. So she's telling the ladies that, you know, they're like, what's going on? Only you are eating, you know, because I didn't get food for everybody. They're just extras. I just need them to make the event look good, you know, spread the word. But they just have cocktail hour. And by cocktail hour, we mean 1 drink ticket. Okay, so yeah, I couldn't afford to have everybody eat. It's the country club, you guys. It's very expensive, right? That's what it's giving. I'm like, girl, do you have no shame? Girl, Portia said, okay, well, I'm going to just eat my food real fast. Cynthia said, well, child, somebody can have half my salmon. Have you no shame, Britt? And no, she doesn't. Because now she hands out some brown shipping boxes with the shapewear just flung in there, girl. No branding, no promo card, no tissue paper, anything. Shamea said that box was bare naked. I said, was it at least like a sticker of bare naked, like at least the words, like a sticker of the words on there? Like these brown shipping boxes, the shape was just flung in there. That wore me out, baby. I laughed so hard at that because, baby, you could have put together something better than that from Amazon. You could have got some nice little boxes, had a little promo card. Leave a review here. Let us know what you think. 10% off your next purchase. And at least had that to hand out to your guests, because you just got this little TV that's like, me without the shapewear. Me with the shapewear. Oh my God, you guys. Please buy my shapewear. No, I don't have a website yet. You know, it's coming soon, you guys. I get that the girls get on TV and they want to feel like, oh, I got to throw an event. I got to start a business. But make it make sense. Because the fact that even when she was talking to the wait staff, y'all, I was like, dang, she ain't even got like a little assistant to like liaison this. Okay, I'm just have a little bit of money. Sheree had her daughter on that pretending to be her assistant. Get somebody, get a cousin. Well, I guess she'd be falling out with everybody. It would be one of the sisters. Like, one of your sisters should you know, play a role. But I guess, you know, she the only responsible in her family, so they might not be able to. Oh, well, y'all, let me put on D&D. I put on my do not disturb. So yes, y'all, Britt is giving brokey, trying to perp like she's that girl. Kelly even made like a little dig, like she's saying it's her neighborhood, but these people don't even know her when they're driving around on the golf carts. I'm like, Britt, how do you expose yourself? You didn't need to have an event that was like for everybody. You feel me? It could have just been an exclusive little dinner party. Get the little banquet room at the place and just call it a day. Her having all these extras, can't feed them. It's late. It's just too much and too little at the same time. So when Britt is introducing her shapewear and giving them these shipping boxes, just the VIP girls. This is for my special girls. Yeah, my VIP, my castmates that I'm trying to impress, you know? I'm trying to be the head chick. That's what it's giving, y'all. So she says that when she went and got her BBL some years back, the shapewear was just so ugly. And she was just like, Oh my God. And then she also mentions that when she was in the insurance business, she took all her staff down to Miami or something to all get procedures done. That's why you that's why you ain't got the business now. That was probably why you was getting investigated. Because she did say it was since her insurance license stuff is on pause. I said not on pause. Not on pause. My little watermelon spritzer. So, on to the mess. We talked about the logistics of the event. Let's get to the mess of the event. They sitting there. Mind you, this is, bring your man event. Only men is at the table is Charles and Mike. And I ain't barely know Mike was there because he was just quiet as a church mouse, baby. He ain't say nothing. I guess Charles wouldn't have said nothing either if his name didn't get wrong. So out of nowhere, Angela's like, Charles doesn't have an outside baby. And everybody's just like, okay, my bad. And Charles and Portia kind of go back and forth a bit. What did they go back and forth? Or he just was like, yeah, I don't play that. I don't play that, don't play like that type deal. And Britt is like, and I'm not one of Charles's whores. He's like, I don't have whores or something like that. Well, Angela said I could be your whore. Like, girl, just doing the most for no reason, right? I'm like, where's Britt's husband? Oh, he really is sitting at the table, y'all. Shamea and Drew end up getting into it because I don't even know. I feel like Shamea is ganging up on Drew because everybody else is ganging up on Drew. It's like everybody got a problem with Drew, so she want to have a problem with Drew too. Because it's really not making all that much sense for it to get into this deep of an argument. And people are like, well, she called her a lapdog. They all called her a lapdog. They all said it. Yeah, do you don't feel like you'd be a lapdog? They've all mentioned it or brought it up at some point. So for her to stay so hard on about Drew with it, and then she's mad at Drew because of the whole college tuition comment where I'm like, Drew was giving light shade, if anything, to where Shamea, you put a whole lot of extra sauce on it and made it what it wasn't. It wasn't Drew saying, y'all can't afford PJ to go to college, so this is what this album gonna do for y'all. This is what this album gonna do for y'all. It wasn't that. It was more so her being like, girl, we working. We doing real business. Money is coming for this. She gonna get some money from this. That's more what it was. We working. We not over here playing. We not over here doing stuff like we working. I feel like that's what the light shade was more than anything. It wasn't like, y'all ain't got no money for PJ. Like, yeah, just doing the most. So Shamea and Drew, truly, they get into a real argument, y'all. She's like, I mean, yeah, it was something I said out of anger, but yeah, I do think you're a lapdog. Shamea starts barking. Mind you, y'all, we in the country club. We out here fancy with these influencers in here with nothing to do but watch y'all fight. They ain't got no food to eat. They watching y'all eat. And this is what... Okay. So she cussing and just doing the absolute most. Shamea is like, I'm not Shamea. Drew is like, how old are we? Shamea said, in dog years and human years, bitch. I said... It was just so off-putting. And it's like, see, every episode you show us why you and Portia been hanging out for so long. I don't know if we're going to call it friends, best friends, acquaintances, play cousins. But every episode you show us that you're not the high-class morals, I don't act the fool in public type of girl. You present really well. You present really well on paper. And then you get into it and it's like, oh, okay. It's just so Gretchen of you to do whatever needs to be done to get attention. It's so Gretchen Weiners of you. And I want you to not, Shamea. We want better for you. We all do. We were rooting for you. Jesus. So the episode ends with Frick and Frack reunion, y'all. Portia goes to see Phaedra because can't nobody go to her house and film. Simon said, stop. Simon said, run in reverse away from my house, okay? No, ma'am. Portia goes to see Phaedra, and of course, you know, Phaedra looking like money. She a lawyer. She got all the businesses and things like that. We can call Phaedra a lot of things, but I don't think we would ever really call her broke, okay? So Phaedra basically just goes in and reads the whole cast. Well, no, first we see Phaedra's package. Oh yeah, I was on the show back then. I went from a hot girl to a Southern belle and da-da-da-da. And oh, that girl used to bully me. Oh, that Kenya used to bully me, y'all. But yeah, then an incident happened and, you know, it was crazy. Apollo get away from me with this. And then, you said that? And I just regret the way I left the show. I said, oh, okay. But they did give us a nice little rundown, like a nice little rundown. And people brought up that they showed Nene quite a few times in the thing. And it's like, if you would let Phaedra back, didn't they let one of the white girls back that sued? So it's like, might as well let Nene on back at this point, y'all. Done let Britt eat in. Y'all might as well, you know, have, you know, how you used to have the smalls and the talls, had the 40s and the 50s type deal, right? Because I feel like that's how it would be divided for the most part. Do they have any? I feel like none of the girls are in their 30s. Shamea, Portia and Shamea like 42, ain't it? So yeah, the 40s and the 50 plus. The youngs and the olds type deal. Bring Nene on back. She could play with Cynthia. She could play fight with Portia. Just let it. Might as well at this point, y'all. Might as well. Angela and Nene would be a sight to see because they're gonna be. I feel like they be at each other's throat and then will love each other once they get over it type deal. So shoot. Angela, she the in between. She can play with the young girls. She can play with the old girls easily. She can parade as either. So yeah, Phaedra just runs down in her confessional and reads everybody. Kelly's so small. She's like a little strawberry shortcake. Yeah, like a little garden gnome. I love small people. I love small things. And they flash back to when she had Miss Juicy and that other midget as the elves in her Christmas party. The Christmas party with Portia and Shamea came as the Nutcrackers. They were twin Nutcrackers. Them bitches was besties. Portia need to stop doing that girl like that. They came as twin Nutcrackers. Nene came in there and said, Juicy, what are you doing? Juicy, you are crazy. Let's play that little clip. That party, that was a fun party, baby. I wanted to be at that party. Had Aiden sitting up on there, letting the girls know if they naughty or nice, giving them some coal. Dwight in there dressed all up. You know Dwight gonna dress up. If Dwight don't do nothing else, he gonna throw Phaedra a party. Okay? So that little flashback clip cracked me up. She's like, Britt, oh yeah, she's a girl around town. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she get out of town. She get around town type deal. She said that Charles got a secret wife, Angela. Don't know about no Angela, about no Charles. Portia mentions that Drew and Dennis working together. Phaedra said, she over there making hot dogs? Portia gonna say, well, they say that she's sitting on his hot dog. How petty. Phaedra gonna say, I thought she was more into tacos these days. Not hot dogs. I said, baby, the Ty and Drew rumors will never cease. Will never cease, okay? So, whatever. Phaedra's back. I am not necessarily a Phaedra fan, even when she was on Real Housewives. I don't know, she just always tried to give, you know, I'm a nice Southern church girl and this is how I am. And oh my gosh, no, I didn't get pregnant before I got married. The baby just coming early. Like she always put on airs like she was just so much, you know, astute and so this and that, throwing that crazy Bougetto baby shower. She always just did the most, so it's always just like, she a key, but she ain't all that. And then once Apollo left, we saw, you know, she started to give nothing. She started to give absolutely nothing. So she'll do more than what she did on Married to Medicine. So I guess I'll appreciate that much. And at least we can see Portia be able to have somebody to play with. You know, since Kenya gone, she can't spar with Kenya no more. She got her frack back. That's even better. So I guess, child. Oh, she didn't shade Shamea. She didn't shade Shamea. She just said, and sweet Shamea. Is that the only one she gonna be cool with? She like, you the familiar waters of the crew. So yeah, y'all, that's this review. I watched the after show. I can't remember nothing too significant happening outside of Shamea saying she does regret barking and acting a fool at that table. And I'm like, you should. You should regret it because you were doing the absolute most. So yeah, y'all. Yeah, that's the episode. I'll see y'all on the next one. I got time now, so I'm going to really be doing some book reviews and stuff. Have y'all read the Kennedy Ryan series? I ain't got the first one up there, it's up there, but check out the other two. I've been reading these, basically speed read, because the book club I'm in, they reading the third one for the next one for June. And I ain't never read none of them. I joined the book club right after they read one of her books. So I've been speed reading, but I'm almost done with the first one. And I got like 3 weeks to read the other two. So I was like, I got that. That ain't nothing. So yeah, y'all. Y'all will be getting a little bit more content. And I say that confidently. Yeah. Yeah. Until next time. Bye. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, comment, and let me know what y'all think about it. Bye.